Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to break down the Nitro Sentinel boot for you. This isn't a review, we're just going to go through all the different tech features in this boot, kind of elaborate over who I feel that would benefit from trying this boot on, because as I constantly say, the best boot is the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. And maybe the Sentinel is that boot, maybe it's not. But like I said, we're going to just break down the tech inside this, kind of just go through everything in it and let you know what you can expect when you're trying it on. Are you shopping online for boots? Well, you shouldn't be. You should be going to your local shop, but I know some of you can't do that. So if you are and you're hunting around, guess what we did for you? We put a bunch of affiliate links down in the description below, so that way you don't have to go hunting super hard, and they're from reputable shops. That way it might make it easier for you. But if you can go to your local shop and buy them there, I strongly recommend that. You know who you are. Now, looking at this boot and understanding from 25 years of working in the snowboard industry and being a professional boot fitter and everything, I can tell you right now, this is going to fit a little bit narrower. It's a little bit more of a deeper heel pocket. With the toe, you've got a double stitch seam to a single stitch right there. These are points of wear and contention. Same thing along right where your lace guides are. So if you're resting the edge of your board on this, that will break down over time. You're going to start to notice that it's getting scuffed up and whatnot. One thing I want you to note is you do not have an articulated cuff. So as this breaks in right at that flex point, it's actually going to start to bulge out. When this boot starts to break in, you're going to get a crease point on the inside and the outside right where this nitro is. With the back spine of this boot, it's integrated in. It's not going to have as much rebound as other boots in the Nitro line, so you're going to lose a little bit of power. The other thing is you got this neoprene cutout here, so if you got fat calves, this will help push it out and reduce calf bite in there. They also claim that this is a flex of 5 of 10, which would be middle of the road. Remember this, if you're ultra lightweight and you're in a size 9.5 boot, it's probably going to feel a little stiffer. But if you're like 200 plus pounds and you're in a 9.5, it's going to flex different than someone that is 165. It also comes down to how athletic you are or how in shape you are. So overall, the big thing to understand with boot flex ratings are that they mean shit. They mean fuck all. Realistically, they're not going to do anything for you. It's kind of just a loose guideline with it. This does have a 30% recycled sole on it, so this will help dampen some impacts. Rubber, it's not the most aggressive. This will wear down if you're walking on concrete. I've seen them do this over time. They're just not as resilient as the Vibram is in there. They work decently enough, but you do have a dual BOA system, so you have the lower and the upper. That zonal BOA will allow you to dial it in a little bit easier, but they're not as snug. They're spaced out a little bit more, so it's not going to be as tight of a fitting boot. You're going to have to crank it more because it just doesn't have more points where it can crisscross and really tighten you in. And this is the H4 coiler on there, so it is more modern. All right, so we're about halfway through this boot breakdown. I honestly don't know where my editor is actually going to put this, but I do need you to do something for us. Go down and click that thumbs up for us. Why? Because you're enjoying this video. I know you are. And if you haven't already, subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the programming we have coming out for you. You do have their Cloud 2 liner, which is heat moldable. Frankly, with the Cloud 2, I don't feel that you need to heat mold this. It's already a soft liner. It's gonna pack out a lot from use. It's trickle down tech from older boots. You're gonna notice right away the foam feels different and that the internal harness is actually stitched into the liner, not into the shell. So this isn't gonna give as much of a snug fit. You also have this grooved teeth pattern that's on the back, and then there's a counterpoint to it inside the back of the boot. And so what that actually does is it's supposed to grip it and stop it from heel lifting. And when we actually open up this liner and look at it, it's got a softer J-bar down in there. So It's got a deep heel pocket, but it's got softer foam. This is going to pack out a lot easier for people. So if you have a narrower heel, it's going to grip at first, but as you use the boot more and more, it's going to break in. Remember, the best boot is the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. If the boot doesn't fit your foot or fit your needs, it's not the right boot for you. The insole on this is a complete joke. I mean, this is generic. This is what they claim is your arch support here. That's not giving you anything. Replace this 100%. Like, pull it out of the boot the day you get it, throw it, put some aftermarkets in there or some full customs. You'll thank me for that down the road. If we measure the forefoot of this, and I know this isn't the most scientific method, but I like to just measure this from number 1. It's about 3 3/4 inches wide, so this tend to run a little bit on the narrower side, but with the foam in there, it's going to pack out more. So this will be like more on the narrower side of average foot width in there. From the bottom of the heel pocket to the top of the liner, you've got about 10 inches. Like I said already, this has a slightly lower cuff. That means that it's just going to have a little more lateral flex to it and whatnot. Like what we're doing here? Want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. All right. Did you finally learn something about the Nitro Sentinel BOA boot? Good. Glad this boot breakdown was working for you. Before you go buy them, please go try them on. You need to make sure that they fit. And if they do fit when you're trying them on, buy them there at that shop. Come on. Support your local snowboard shop. You know you want to. Anyways, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and if you're going to do one more thing after this boot breakdown, why don't you go watch a review of one of the other Nitro products we have for you, whether that's boards or bindings.